What's up, everybody? What's everybody doing out there tonight? What's everybody doing out there tonight? I'm in Pennsylvania. It's raining. I said I'm gonna shut this thing down. I'm over it. I'm over it. Oh man. And that's where I'm at. What's everybody else doing? If you're coming in on a replay, thank you for watching the replays. I appreciate it. I wish everybody could be here for the live themselves, but I know that don't always work. Some people got to get up and go to work in the morning, and they can't stay up all night partying. But we do it for those people. We party for them. Um, that's why we do it. Sorry, I'm trying to do things I was trying to do before. I was trying to do these things earlier. There we go. There we go. What's everybody doing out there? Hit that thumbs up for me if you could. Uh, trying to get all my ducks in a row. I was trying to be on here and have everything set up before I went live, but I don't know if that light really helps or not. Does it? Does that light? I don't know. Does that make it worse or better? I don't know. I got quite a bit of good light out front right here. They might just rock it with no light. Come on, jeez Louise. Waiting on these phones to do what they're supposed to do is getting ridiculous. Getting ridiculous. Sorry, let me move some waters around. I had to stop and get a case of water. Okay, so I guess it's just not going to load. That's the thing. That's what it's going to do. But yeah, we kicking it. It's raining in Pennsylvania, so shut her down. Shut her down. Not because it was raining, just because I was over it. Ooh wee, what about that? Yeah, I don't know what's up with this thing, man. YouTube is becoming a big bag of, I don't know, like, hello, trying to load my own live. Is anybody else having that problem? Is that why we only got 3 in the house right now? There it is. Mazel tov. Finally, thank God, we made it. We made it. Everybody hit that like button if you could. Taylor Smith in the house. Don in the house. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Let me see. Let me see something real quick. Still trying to get all my ducks in a row. 7 in the house. Everybody hit that like button for me if you could. Let's see. Let's see what I see here. What's up, Cash? What's up, Don? Maxim Raids. Woo, Cash man. My Cash, my man. Long time since I've been on. Yeah, come on in. Do what we do here. I appreciate it. Let me get a little Ace in the house with a I'm here $2. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Let's see. I'll get all this set up eventually. I think I just hit a wrong button there. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. There we go. There's the link if anybody wants to pop in. Only things I really ask if you want to pop in is don't be driving. I think that's very unsafe when I see people doing live streams and they're driving. For the most part, I think drivers can do it, but boy, if something goes wrong, we're all in trouble like that. So I say let's not do that. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Max and Raids. Don says I'm here. You can start now. Yeah, no doubt. I was a little behind. I think I had it set up for 7 minutes, 7 o'clock. I was a couple minutes late. Internets and whatnot. Figured to hop on, do a little live. I got to get to trucking though. I got to load. I got to be in Indianapolis tomorrow night. I'm in Pennsylvania right now. I got about 575 miles to go. Just just doing the thing, just doing the deal over here. Got my weekend planned out. I got to run over to Indianapolis, then back over here, basically. I got a question. Was a trucker abducted? Did y'all see the thumbnail? Let me turn the brightness down on this. Was a trucker abducted? Look at those sandals. I found those just sitting there. I took that picture. Those sandals just sitting in a parking lot as pretty as you please. Makes me think maybe a trucker got abducted, you know, like maybe by an alien, maybe by, INS, maybe by the FBI, who knows? I think a trucker got though. Oh man. Let's see. Ace in the house, $2 super chat. Ace knows what time it is. Let's see. There's my link there. If anybody wants to pop the link, you're more than welcome to join in. I just ask that you're not trucking at the moment when you pop in. You know what I'm saying? Like, pull her over, holler at me. Paul Harris says just stopped for fuel in Ohio, heading to Withville. Wanted to say hey and got the notice for the live. Good. Thanks for letting me know you got the notice. I'll tell you, if you're not getting the notices, the best way to go about it is to find the bell and click on the bell, and you may have to like redo it. Like, even if it says all, maybe go to none and then go back to all. Just redo it. I got a lot of people saying they're not getting them. Everybody hit that like button for me if you could. That's a good way to do it. Maxim Ray says, who did some snow driving today? All day for me. Woo, where you at with the snow driving? I had a pretty good day for our weather goes. It started raining here in Pennsylvania at the end of the day, but honestly, the truck needed a little rinse. To be honest with you, I've been in, been in some salty situations, so a little rinse ain't hurting it none. At least wash some of the salt off of it. I was going to get a truck wash today, but the place I was at in New Jersey, I couldn't get any reviews on it. So I was like, got to get oil. I need to get an oil change done sometime this weekend as well. I just remembered that. May try to get that done tomorrow. I'm going to try to get this load off early. I got a 9 p.m. delivery on it. I'm not trying to wait till 9 o'clock to get unloaded. We going to try to get that done early. Let's see. DIY semi trucking and more in the house. What's up, DIY? Says sup, yo, not much. We're chilling. Everybody go check out DIY. That's a great channel. DIY, did I not get the notification on a trucker money today? What happened? What's happened to my trucker money video? Hang on a second. DIY semi. He probably put it out. I probably didn't get no dang notifications, man. Stupid notifications not coming in. Yeah, I'm not seeing a trucker money. Where's my trucker money? It's Friday, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's how I keep my calendar straight, DIY. You're killing me. Paul Harris says, I'm a company driver now. Can't afford a super chat. LOL. Okay. Okay, I got you, Paul. Ain't no worries about it. Maxim Ray says, Illinois to Oklahoma. US 54 to I-44 at Big Cabin right now, grabbing a paid 34. Nice. Snowed on me all the way. Dang, man, that's a bummer. Hate when that happens. DIY says, I'm drunk again. Hey, man, that's kind of becoming your new thing, right? Hit that link. Anybody wants to come in, chop it up a little bit, We can talk about anything. We can do, I can do anything from relationship advice to IFTA taxes, and everything in between. You need me to pull a Oprah and tell you how to raise your kids? I can do that. Like, I'm a smart ass know-it-all, man. I got every solution to every problem. Not really. I mean, I don't even give that image, because, boy, every time I think I know it all, man, ooh, that's when you get the worst reality checks. The video I put out this morning is doing really good. Thanks everybody for watching that. If you haven't watched that, go check that out. It's getting some good views. Warranty information. If you have good information on a warranty, let me know. I had a lot of people just say, oh, it's bad, and like, that really doesn't help people when you just say something's bad. Elaborate. Like, if it's bad and you got to, like, if you've had a bad experience with a warranty, let me know, because I want people to read it and see it and know it. But if you're just like, oh, they're bad, Why? Because your cousin told you? Your cousin, baby's mama, third uncle, baby's mama, cousins, nephews, sisters, grandma told you the warranty. Like, I don't like 8-person information, like that shit you read in those YouTube forums. I don't need none of that. So if you got real information, drop it. But if not, like, like, I don't get it why people just go around repeating things they heard on the internet, Um, do the research. Do the research. I don't know. I had a good experience with it, and I'm still down money. Warranty still costing me money. If I'd have put the money in the bank, I'd still been up money. But peace of mind. Where's your peace of mind when you're driving around a truck that's got a third. The engine goes, 30,000 bucks real quick. You can drop on an engine. The mechanic told me, like, they're getting better with the one boxes, and they're getting, like, better with the components. About 10 grand for a one box. You know, Transmissions ain't cheap. It's just so that's where I'm at. If you got good information, put it out there, help people. But let's see. Don says I didn't get one either. Okay. Didn't get a notification. Yeah, if you didn't get a notification, it's a bummer. Gamer X in the house. It says I want to see DIY drunk. LOL. Okay. Keep poking the bear. Maybe he'll come in here. He knows where we're at. The link's right there. If he it's the middle link, DIY. If you're seeing 3 of them, just focus on the middle and then click it. That's how I always did, when I was driving. Not that I would ever do that. I did one time think, like, if I was like had the money, I would love to have a drunk driving school, like have like a huge parking lot, like an acre parking lot, and have it all like safety proofed, where, like, no one could die or anything, but have people just get like shit drunk. Like have a bar. I make money on them getting drunk, and then I'm like, would you like to go drive a car? I think it would be good for multiple reasons. Number one, I'd make a fortune. Number two, it would show people how bad you are when you're really good and drunk and you drive. I would love to have something like that. Yeah, I think it would be a destination for partying adults, like, no doubt. Have like a big like party scene, have a bar, like a big balcony. You know what I mean? Have like a road course down there where people try to drive around a road course. Have things that pop out at them, see the reaction times. Maybe make a reality show out of it. I don't know. I bought some Mega Millions, so if I hit the Mega Millions lotto tonight, I'll make that happen, because I think it would be genius to watch people, like, it would make a great reality show. Number one, all the drunk people. It's a good atmosphere, because you can laugh at them. They're not going to get hurt. You know what I mean? We'll have the car safety harnessed, like up the butt. We'll have, like, padded walls, and you know what I mean. It won't be a nice car. We'll get like we'll get a true drunk driving car. We'll get like a '91 Cadillac, sedan DeVille or something. Something with that plush velvet seating. You can really lean back. You can get the ghost ride going. You can lean all the way back to the back seat, hold the steering wheel like this. And we're gonna have a bumpy, like, swervy course. And on that course, you've got to maintain a can of beer. You got to start with a full can, and you got to be done at the end. I think it'd be fun as hell. I do. It's just good fun. You know what I mean? It's just good fun. Let's see. Where was I at before I got off on that tangent? Still no guest. Anybody wants to come in, just click that link there. Click it in. Come on in. The only thing I ask is don't be driving. Other than that, maybe have something to say, something you want to talk about, or just come in and say hi. I'll find something to talk about. I could talk all day. Never run out of anything to say. I seriously, I got a blue Parrot 450, and I can talk this battery dead. Like, I swear to God, I can talk it dead. Nevada Trails and Trucking says, how do I raise my kids cash? Well, like, um, let's see. Depends. It depends. If it's a boy, like give him a can of beans and send him out into the woods every day and tell him to be back by sundown. If it's a little girl, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully she's got a good mama that shows her things to do, um, you know, and I'm a big fan of teaching your girls like how to work on cars and stuff, because I think when girls need to be mechanically inclined, because what it does for their self-esteem is huge. You know, show them how to change an oil occasionally. Oh man, that's the stuff right there. Show them how to jump start a car. Put some cables on a battery, little things like that. Even that's for all kids. Yeah. Let's see. How do I raise my kids? Yeah, teach them to be computer literate too. That's going to be big in the future, right? Uh, let's see. Uh, Dennis Richards says beer is good. Yeah, I would love a beer course. Call it the the uh, Ricky Bobby School of Driving or something. I don't know. I'll think of a better name that's not trademarked. Um, yeah, beer is good. Yeah, I could go for a beer right now. It's been one of those days, man. Took a wrong turn, ended up on an army base. Yeah, yeah. Took a wrong turn, ended up on an army base. Didn't get shot. Didn't get shot. Was told to make an immediate U-turn and get the hell out of there. But yeah, things happen. It's all in the day of a trucker. Like I've been doing this for 15 years. Let's see, what is today? The 15th. I'm about 3 weeks from my 15th anniversary of being a truck driver. And I'm still a rookie. I don't care what anybody says. I'm still a rookie. I learn something every single day out here. Like every day, something new, something fresh. Um, I don't know why they blocked your comment there, iHeart, but yeah, I got to let that one through. That's good advice. Um, see, Paul Harris says there was a little snow in Ohio and Indiana, spotty 15 to 20 minutes of driving time. Okay, yeah. Um, yeah, I came through Maryland this morning and they were salting the roads up in the high country, as they like to call it. Like on 68 when you're like at the Continental, oh, excuse me, up at the Eastern Continental Divide, going across 68 right there in Maryland. It's like 1,200 feet above sea level, maybe 2,400. I can't remember, to be honest with you. But you know, they were salting the roads a little bit there. But you're in the high country. There was still a little snow on the ground. I drove like an hour, and there was no snow on the ground through there. So, doing a little bit of an experiment. I'm going back across 78. Excuse me, 76. I'll get it right eventually. So I was going to drop down, dodge the tolls going this way, added about $100 worth of tolls, but I figured I dodged so many on the way out that, you know, let's see here. Nevada trucker in the house. What's up, brother? We'll bring you in for a minute.
Oh, shit.
Alexandra, let's see what's up.
Never done
What's
one of
up?
these, so I'm new to this, brother. Just sitting
Hey,
here at this forward air yard. Been here all day, chopping up a video, these YouTuber things. I had to catch up a little
okay,
bit. I had Bees Knees Trucking Show on the line there, so I was like, hold on, I'm gonna see what Cash is up to.
okay. What's what you got going on there? You leased on a forward air?
No, no, no. We're just companies from the spot market or something like that. But they gotta be sitting here all day.
Uh, really? Yeah, that's a bummer. Uh, so so you got your own authority, or what you got going on?
Trying to figure out how where this camera's at.
Yeah, it's
There you
it's
go.
kind of backwards on StreamYard, I think.
Yeah, that's weird. It kind of goes that way. So first time doing this. No, no,
Right.
no. I'm a company driver. I drive for a small company out of Nevada. So
Okay.
1099, drive with my wife, and we're getting ready to go owner op though. Come April, we got a truck on order. We're jumping
Okay.
into the owner op situation. Gonna lease on with the same guy. He treated us right. Been here for 3 years, so
It's a good way to do it. Start off with a company, and then you get you get to know them before you put a lot of risk in it. Um, I recommend people do that. Work for somebody before you lease onto them if possible.
well,
Um,
not only that, he's got all the mechanics and everything, the whole shop. And so, I mean, it's gonna be
yep.
his rates. The guy treats you with respect, as long as you treat him with respect. So, it's a good setup, good situation. We built a relationship here, and it's definitely the best situation. I got a huge risk meter, so that's why I haven't done it up until now, and I just feel
Right.
comfortable where I'm at. So, super
Okay.
stoked though. Yeah, it was fun building a
Yeah.
truck.
What kind of truck are we building?
389 feet.
Woof. Going
Yep,
big right off the bat. Is it brand new?
brand new.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
always wanted to do that. Get a truck brand new, but
brand
I
new.
just
Everything I want on it, bro. And
wow.
one thing for me that we're doing it in an automatic, which a lot of people probably gonna give me some flack for. But I love my autos. I could drive a
Yeah.
manual. I don't got a restriction or anything. You put me in the truck over here with any type of transmission, 18, 13, I could shift gears no problem. But when you're teaming, it's so much more comfortable not having to worry about someone losing the gear going down a hill or something like that in the
Yep.
middle of the night, or my leg is also I broke my leg a few years ago. So LA traffic
Yep.
in the day, no time to put it up. It's gonna be swollen up like a tennis ball.
Yep.
So
Yep.
getting it geared with the transmission, 13 speed in the center column. That's where I want it in case ever if I do something more local where I can put my feet up at the end of the day, I will put a stick in it because they're so much more fun to drive. But
All right.
also, if somebody wants to buy it when I'm done with it, it's an easy swap. It being
Right.
located there versus
Yeah.
seat coupled or some weird location.
Yeah. No, I like the auto shift. You can get more done in a day over time. Like you're just not as
Not as
tired,
fun to drive. Not as fun to drive. I admit it. I love driving a standard. It's a lot of fun, and when I do have fun. But just practical reasons and automatic, better on fuel. You're not messing
Yeah.
with your transmission. It's gonna have a longer life, and just
Yep.
going up and down hills. You're not having to worry about looking down at your RPMs, making sure you're getting it right back in the right gear if you happen to slip on that one or whatever. Not.
Yeah. Yeah. I drove a manual the other day. It's been about a month ago. I drove a manual over to the shop for the guy I'm leased on to, and dude, I mean, it always comes right back to you. Like it's one of those things. I didn't realize how easy it was driving the auto shift. When you go back, it's like so much more you got to pay attention to. And that's why I say like it makes it easier over time because you just don't get as wore out, like you're not as, you know what I mean? Like mentally, physically, you're just sitting, you're doing less with an auto shift.
It's pricey though because you don't find them on the lots. They are the automatics for a 389. They're gone. So you
Oh
have
no,
to
no.
custom order one, so you're paying full price. All the
Wow.
taxes and all that junk. So we're up in like the 195 range plus. I'm going crazy. A lot of guys say when you start out, don't go with all the chrome and stuff. I don't give a shit. I'm getting the chrome. I got the tanks getting painted, air filters getting painted. I'm pulling the grill out right away, putting a custom grill in. So it's gonna be a loaded truck, and I'm gonna have me and my wife. You got to remember, it's two incomes, so we're running
Right.
hard. I'm in the KW's company truck, and I got this in July. I'm at 133,000 miles, so we run hard.
Wow.
It's like 6 months, and doing the Cummins, of course, not a PACCAR motor. I'm a big
Okay.
fan of these Cummins.
You
Easy to
going
get them
big
worked
Cummings
on.
or
I'm doing middle of the road. Well, one step down from the best, so 565
okay?
uh, performance series with 1850 torque.
Okay.
So you can go up
Nice.
on the torque, but I was gonna save some money. You can go with an 18 speed, but I ain't hauling 100,000 pounds. So you ever need to replace that
Right.
transmission, it's another 5 grand difference between an 18 and a 13. So I'm saving a little bit of
Wow.
money
Yeah.
there. Did a lot of base stuff when I ordered it because I'm doing custom, like the bumper. I'm doing a little switch on the dash that makes it raises up. I'm doing one real low, got the lights and
Okay.
everything on it. Uh, Pulling off the heat shields, putting on the old school ones. I want the experience, man. I want that old school experience. Yeah, I'm
Hey,
not. We spend so much time on the road. I wanna enjoy it a little bit more. I want to sit back
right.
and I want to live a good life.
Yeah, no, that's the key to it, man. I tell everybody, I like the aerodynamic trucks, but the main thing, do what you want, make sure be happy on the road. That's the key to it
And
because
I ain't worried
you
about
spend so
burning
much
fuel. I don't care. I do not care. We run it all the time. I ain't getting an AP or nothing because we run so hard here. These guys, they know how to keep us going. So I'm not worried about idling.
yeah,
I'm sitting here tonight. This is probably the first time I sat in 3 or 4 months. Like it, we don't sit.
yeah,
We're always preloaded. It's a small enough company where I ain't gonna worry about having to fight over company drivers with loads. You know what I mean? So he's gonna be wanting to get his percentage, and we're looking forward to it, dude. It's a little adventure. We're going a little risky, but we got
right,
good people backing us, and like I said, my risk meter's over here, so we planning good.
yeah,
We'll be all right. We'll be
yeah,
successful.
yeah. That's I'm happy for you, man. That's good. Get the truck
Hey,
you want.
as long as America's still here. I mean, wake up tomorrow and half the
Right.
country's burning away looking right now. I don't know what we're gonna do, but at least we'll have a good looking Pete to drive around in.
Oh me. So I dropped a link to your channel there. Everybody check out the channel. He's got a channel going over there, Nevada Trails and Trucking. Um, yeah, man, you're gonna showcase that new truck on the channel. I'm sure. Probably dying to get that thing.
Yeah. I'll probably do a series and go on with all the specs, go over everything because there's a lot of little minute details. I mean, I probably if I tried to list them all, I'd probably miss 3 or 4, 6 different
Right.
things on the thing. So, everyone knows if you ever try to go to Peterbilt, their website sucks. You can't like pick options and select things. It's not like Volvo or, I looked at them all, and it really the price is kind of similar. I mean, yeah, the
Yeah.
premium, there's a little bit of premium with the Peterbilt and the W900s, but you know, that's what I wanted. And the fuel,
Hey.
that's where we're losing a little bit on the fuel, but it ain't like I'm gonna be hammering down and I'm just gonna enjoy the ride. And
Right.
you know what? I'm always making money, and it's gonna be way better money than I'm making now. So, and
Good deal, man.
what
Good
really
deal.
made me step into my little brother, he's a driver too, and he's lease purchase, full maintenance lease, and he's making
Yeah.
a killing. He's like I'm making what
Uh,
you and your wife are making as company drivers. You guys need, he's like you guys need to do this because you guys be making 10, 12 grand a week. I'm like, yeah.
yeah.
I'm looking at his statements too,
That's
so
uh so he's doing is it through I guess it's through a company then if he's doing a full maintenance lease.
yeah, it's through another small company just like mine. Um,
Okay.
maybe a little bit bigger. I don't want to mention it because he don't want a bunch of people coming over there and ruin the good thing he's
Yeah.
got going.
No. No, I understand, man. It's
But yeah,
better to keep that under wraps.
he's grossing. I think it was like holiday pay too. He admitted he's like this is the best it's ever been. So he's like don't
Yeah.
stab me. Where he's like this is the best I've done. He's like I'm paying my driver 50% that he teams with. He's teaming too, and then he's doing netting like $5,700 a week.
Yeah.
And I think gross was
Pretty
somewhere
good.
around 17 or something like that.
Yeah. Dang.
So
Yeah. It's good out here right now, man. It is. It is. And you know, it's one of those things I see people talking about, rates going down or this, that, and the other. I mean, for this time of year, man, it's stellar. Like,
that's what I
you
keep hearing.
you're gonna the demand is crazy. Like, um, I pulled a load out of New Jersey today, and the one place that I picked up a load out of, they had like five to choose from. I mean, it's like a little small mom and pop place, like the the demand of freight right now is crazy, especially for imported stuff. Um, eh, it's unbelievable.
Well, I guess if you go into a grocery store, you can kind of see why the demand, all this crazy end of the world
Yep,
talk. I mean, people are going to keep
yep,
buying. We're going to keep delivering.
yep.
Even
That's the
I'm
way it
doing the
works,
same
man.
thing too. I'm stocking up. I mean, I got canned beans and all sorts of stuff in my house. But I've been a kind of a prepper a little bit before any of this stuff took off. I had a whole pallet of freeze dried food in my closet and guns and ammo and stuff. So it never hurts you to put a little bit of money into the prepping zone.
Right. Yeah. Hey,
Hey, then you don't got
being
to worry about
prepared
stuff
was
like
never a
this.
bad thing. Right. But it's even like in your truck, like in it's good to have, a week's worth of food in the truck. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Like, just have something in there, like, because you don't want to be in a position where you got to pull into a truck stop and try to get a week's worth of food, like, so if you're waiting at a forward air facility, do y'all do dry van or you do?
Yeah, it's all strictly dry van, no hazmat. Um,
Okay.
Before COVID, we do a lot of like convention work and slot machines because we're based out of Vegas. So that was like our
Yep.
big runs that we'd always do, and that's nice because lightweight. So you go across, open up the wind out there in Boston or where the hell it was. But slot machines are always nice too. You get to park on the lots and go around, check out the area.
Right.
Other than that, it's general freight. Our dedicated customers, sugars out of Idaho, wood and whatnot out of Seattle. Which I don't know if you're familiar with the West Coast, but going into those areas pays really good. Coming out ain't so
Right.
good. So usually a
Yeah.
backhaul.
That's basically any coastal area is that way. Like.
But we run everywhere. I mean, last week it was Arizona, Georgia, Tennessee, or yeah, Tennessee to Washington, Washington to Vegas, and then Vegas to Columbus, Ohio, where I'm at now. So
Okay. Yeah, that's getting on with it right there.
yeah, that was 8,000 miles. But they threw one load on the week before that. It was 7, but they threw a big load on that. The end of this one didn't go on it. That Georgia load started this week out. So stuff flows around. But we always do at least 5,000 miles. If we do
Wow.
got this camera thing, I'm like trying to figure out how to get the camera to make it sit there right. But yeah, we run hard here. And that and doing
Good
YouTube the
deal.
whole time. I know how much work this doing YouTube stuff is. So kudos to you,
Right.
man, because that right there, that and then you could spend so much time doing that. I mean, my wife
Yeah.
will take over driving, and then she's like, "Hey, I only got 6 hours left. You need to go to bed." I'm sitting here like, "One more.
Yeah.
I get this thing uploaded."
Yeah. There's a lot of days where I'm like, yeah, I should just go to bed. Like, I don't know. It's kind of addictive though. Like.
That's a
Once
hobby
once
for
you
me.
get like a community built, yeah, it's that's the way it is. That's the way it is.
And I don't do like none of the social media. I got off Facebook and all that stuff years ago. So the only thing I do is YouTube.
Yeah, that's me. I got a Twitter, but I just put my link to my YouTube videos up on Twitter. I don't really do a whole lot on Twitter, so
I did the whole
never.
parlor thing, and then they shut it down like the next day. I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll hop on Parlor. That sounds pretty legit." And then I went on there. I was like, "I don't even know how to use this thing." So, and then they shut it down, and now you can't even go on the thing. I'm like, "Okay, well, there goes Parlor. I don't know." But
yeah,
I don't like Facebook. I don't like being able
yeah,
to like all of a sudden you're having a conversation about like dog food. You've seen the YouTube like videos where you're having a conversation about cat food or dog food, and then like there's an ad for cat food or dog food. It's like, wait, I never typed
yeah,
that in my search browser. So I was like, I don't like that on my phone. I had to get rid of some of the stuff.
yeah. I've never been a fan of Facebook. I watched
I
that
dropped it, that went
movie.
away. So when I deleted the app, I never had that problem anymore. So
Right.
conversation
Yeah,
isn't showing up in ads anymore. It's kind of like a driver facing camera. I just don't do it.
Right. Yeah, it's a little weird, when you start hearing stuff and seeing stuff like that. I never was on Facebook, never had a Facebook. I watched that movie, The Social Network or whatever, and seen how he like, built all that and got, he just screwed everybody over the whole way. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to give that guy any more credit and he really deserves. So,
Oh yeah, the
uh,
documentary about how he started or whatever.
yeah, he just kind of screwed everybody over for the first few years. And I was like, yeah, he's probably going to do that to all of us eventually. So,
That's the times we're living in, man. I just, you know what?
yep,
I don't know what the future holds for us, our country, or whatnot, but um, I just keep doing my own thing, and I focus on myself
yep,
and feed my family and keep my head straight. And I don't let none of the divisive politics, media, or any of that stuff get into my mind and corrupt
right,
me in any way. I just keep doing me. And when something is
right,
presented in front of me as a challenge, then I handle it. But until then, it ain't an issue. So I
right,
just
yeah,
it goes right over me, dude. I don't want
yep.
nothing to do with none of that, none of it. Just leave me out of it. Leave me alone. Don't tax my ass.
Right.
Don't
My
leave my
headspace
guns
isn't
alone. Now come and try to take my guns. This is gonna be a problem, okay? Because I lived in California and they changed the gun laws. I was like, I ain't not modifying I got too much invested to
right.
go take all my magazines out and get this fixed bullshit in here. I was like, we're out. So we left Vegas or left California and we moved back. I was like, come on back to Nevada, the freedom state. No
Yeah,
taxes. So
that's what a lot of people were doing, man. I lived in California for about a year. I don't know. I mean, I kept my residence in Tennessee, so I didn't deal with the California taxes or anything. But
careful, the freaking tax board of California is trying to come after me. They're like going back like 4 years, and they're like, "Yeah, you used to live in California. I think you owe us taxes." I'm like, "No, I don't." I was like, "I lived in
wow.
Nevada." I was like, "I was in Nevada." I was like, "No, you're not getting." They're like trying to pull tax. They're requesting all this information from me. So just living in
Yep.
that state becomes a hassle years later.
Yep.
I remember I was even
Yep.
sending this stuff out, and the guy was like, "IRS tax board from California. I've dealt with that. Good luck." I'm like, "Dude, this
Yep.
sucks, man."
Yeah, I've seen things about that on YouTube where they're really tracking people down. Like got private investigators going through people's trash in different states, trying to see if they're really living there. Or I mean, it's like wow, like
That's what I
you
think
know,
their little agriculture check stations are, is for like when they want to become their own little country. I'm all for it. Just go do your own thing, because they keep putting all these stupid laws out here, all these California idle stuff. It's starting to affect everyone. Everyone's kind of like, hey, that's why everyone hates California. But it sucks.
yep,
It's such a beautiful state. California is one of the most beautiful states. The weather is amazing. Southern California, especially.
yeah,
So
yeah. I lived in San Diego. I loved it, but
yeah, San Diego, Mission
uh,
Beach. Tell them all about Mission Beach.
yeah, I lived in Pacific Beach, so I was one beach up.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, I love it there, man. I mean, it'll always have a place in my heart, but that'll be about it. I don't think I want to move back there.
No, even if I won that Mega Millions, I didn't have a chance to go get a ticket. My mom, she's out in California right now, just down at Dog Beach, having a good time, getting away from all the BS. And she told me, she's like, "Why is everyone lining up for lottery?" I was like, "I don't know. Check out how much it is." It turns out it's like 750 million. I was like, "That's why."
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's
But
gonna
even if
be a
I
good
won
one.
it, I wouldn't even move down there to La Jolla. I said La Jolla, that'd be like a dream location. But nope, I ain't taking my money there, because you
Right.
know who's gonna want a nice little 50% wealth tax? Good old state of California. I'll take my business
Yeah,
somewhere else.
yeah. I mean, I might, I might have a house there, but it wouldn't be my residence. You know what I mean? I'd have to keep my residence, in the state where there's not as much tax.
Yeah, got 389 Club, trucking California. He makes some good videos. He's out there in Cali. You should know what's up with all that. You got to deal with it, especially as an owner out too.
Yeah, that's let's see. Let me read a few comments here to see what everybody's doing. Maxim Raid says, if you had any questions for our guests here, guys, throw them in the chat. We'll get around to them. Maxim Raid says, Cash, were you ever a company trainer? Yeah, for a brief period, man. It's probably one of the worst ways to make money, in my opinion. It is. You don't control who's in that truck with you, and it's a bad time. Ace says, how about them Browns? Oh, them Browns. What about them? What about them? I don't know. Good luck. That's a football thing, right? The Browns. I'm rooting for Kentucky. That's how you stay neutral. You just always say I'm rooting for Kentucky.
I'm Las Vegas
Um.
Raiders because I'm from Vegas, so that's,
Okay.
that's where I'm from. I don't even watch football or watch TV, but
Yeah, that's me. I kind of gave up on football. It's become about the money now. It's not even like
yeah,
they
it's
don't even
becoming
tell you.
politicized too. Stay out of
Yeah,
politics and football. Do not mix well. Just stop.
yeah, yeah. That whole thing now where it's like they don't even tell you a player's stats before they'll tell you how much money he makes, and I'm like, since when did that become the most popular? The most thing. Like I don't know. Just annoys me. Let's see. I heart crypto versus I want to see Cash and DIY drunk together with Asian Mai. Okay, we'll try to put that together one day. Uh,
I'd watch it.
Tyson's. Yeah, yeah, I would too. I'd go back and watch it. Tyson says, have you ever had Toll Guru give you a route that wasn't really a truck route? I don't use Toll Guru for my routing. I just use it to check the tolls on my routes. So no, I mean, I've got mine set to a truck setting too. You know, you can put how many axles you have in there. Um, let's see. TJ Jones, what's up? RN, what's up? Alexandra says, hey, Cash, hope you're both doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I hope our guest here is doing well. He's talking about a new truck, so it's got to be going okay at some point. Like,
Got me sweating.
you
It's
know,
only a few months away. I'm super stoked, dude. It's a whole nother journey too. I've never driven a long nose truck either, so it's all I'm up for a challenge on that. But
there you go. It's you'll get in that frame of mind. You know, like we've got I moved some trucks around here where I'm at for the guy that owns the company, and I took a long Volvo, a 780. I took an old 780 out one day. I took it to Georgia and back, and I mean, I don't know, like you, once you back it in a couple times and you realize, that turning radius ain't what you thought it was. You get the hang of it real quick.
yeah, I did my first year out here. I did a whole year of Family Dollar, so that got me into backing
Yep.
pretty good, especially running out in the West.
Yep. I think that's good for a lot of people, man. Before I even started driving a truck, I was a yard spotter for a little while, and that was before I was even old enough to go OTR, and that made a huge difference. When I showed up to truck driving school, I was like, yeah, the backing's not what scares me. Just driving down the highway was what got me. But
Oh, there I go. I
let's
got you up
see here.
fixed. So I got to worry about that
All
mountain no
right,
more.
good deal. Ace says got stuck in the snow twice today at two different shippers in Minnesota. Had to get a tow truck the first time to pull me out. Pulled me up a hill and borrowed some sawdust from a forklift driver the second time. Oh, that's brutal, man. Got to get you. If you're going to run in Minnesota, I recommend a snow shovel. I got a snow shovel on the back there on my load bar rack, and get you some good ice melt. I know a lot of people say kitty litter, this, that, and the other, but let me tell you, when you're stuck on a solid sheet of ice, nothing works like ice melt. Get that negative 15-degree stuff. It'll melt it in a heartbeat.
Slow and
Um,
steady, and
you
don't
know,
stop on that one.
yeah. I mean,
Careful
sometimes
where
like
you stop. Yeah,
if you're in a dock or something, you're
yeah, you're
there.
stuck there. But yeah, if you don't have to
That's why.
stop, don't stop until it gets a little bit clearer. Slow
Right.
and
Yeah.
steady.
When I came into where I parked my truck there the other day at the house, they had plowed like half the lot, but where I pull in, they had plowed that side. So yeah, I came in hot. I was like, I am not getting stuck in the driveway. Um,
You learn
so
from
yeah, that
experience.
sucks. Right? Yeah, you go up there to Minnesota enough, man. It's like you figure it out. Ace, that sucks, man. I'm sorry you had to get a tow truck. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Yeah, snow shovel and some ice melt, man. A Walmart or a Target or a Menards run, you spend about $30, get you. You ain't gotta have a fancy snow shovel, just something to get you a little bit of room to get out. Um, I tell you something they'll do up there in Minnesota if you don't watch it at the truck stops. They'll plow you in. They'll plow in front of your truck, and after about the fourth or fifth pass, there'll be a mound of snow in front of your truck. And yeah, Bernie Sands says, "What's up, Cash? Not much, chilling. Ace, been a long damn day. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I got up way early this morning. I had to get into Maryland at the butt crack of dawn. I had to be in Maryland at 5 o'clock this morning." Ace says, yeah, been a long day. Maxim Raids. Only way I drive automatic trans all the way. Have no desire to shift gears. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I will, but I don't want.
I kind of get
We've
the
got,
stigma on automatics though, because back in like the older trucks, they were horrible. Like you're always getting
yeah,
that clutch abuse symbol coming up and over again. They were bad in the snow. And
yeah,
about 2016, the newer trucks they started working out all the bugs, and so now it's seamless. I have rarely seen that traction transmission abuse light come up. I don't think I've
yeah.
ever seen it on this truck.
Yeah, I don't. I had an '07 that had I had a T600 that had a 10-speed auto shift in it. That thing worked just fine. But then I had a 2017 579 Peterbilt, and that thing was the worst. I don't know who made that. I don't know if it was Eaton. Somebody said it was an Allison. But yeah, whew, man, that thing was rough. It was like the engine and the transmission didn't communicate. It was just it was rough.
Yeah,
Um,
Allisons come with a premium too. A lot of city trucks, dump trucks, it's because they have more power. So climbing hills and going down, you're gonna have a lot more control than Allison transmission. Just when you're comparing a warranty, I think some of these new transmissions are like 750,000 mile warranty, and that's the service interval for it as well. So it's a completely sealed system. So there's benefits for like
yeah,
all these different automatic transmissions coming out. You learn a lot
right,
when you start building the truck, what the options are, doing your research.
right. Yeah, those I had two of those 579s. I had a 17 and a 18, and they both had that 10 speed. Man, don't get the 10 speed in those trucks. They make a 12 speed. I think in 18 they started with a 12 speed, and it's way better than that 10 speed. It's integrated. It's made by PACCAR, so it's way better. Way better. K Save says I drove 114 miles to pick up today, and the port said it wasn't going to be ready until tomorrow. Needless to say, I drove the truck right back home. Yeah, those ports are having a tough time of it right now. Really tough time. Truck in California. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? He said 389 Club. That's for sure. That's for sure. You finna get a new one here in a couple months. Gonna have a new member. Let's see. Gus gives the thumbs up. Yeah, it's a nice truck, man. I gotta say. Gary
Curious what
Bates.
color
Oh
you're doing.
yeah. What's that?
I'm curious what color he went with.
Yeah. Let's see. Gary Bates says, "Oh yeah, stopped in Iowa, icy roads. Yeah, that's a bummer, man. It's kind of why I stayed out here. I thought about running a load up to Wisconsin this weekend, and then I seen that I could pretty much get the same money just running over to Indy, then back to Pittsburgh, and I was like, yeah, we'll stay out of the mess and keep it going." Ace says, "Ain't nobody trying to do lease purchase on this, bro. Don't worry." Okay. Robert Burns says, "Woo doggy, 389 Pete, baby. There you go." Yeah, that's a popular truck, man. Like you do that one right, and yeah, you're
I
like,
looked at them all. I looked at the W900s, but I just don't like the dash. It looks just
yeah,
like this T680. I'm just not a fan of it. I love the interior, the diamond stud interior and stuff like that. But I could always do that on the Pete. And
right.
I took my wife down. She's 5'5", 5'6", so I had her sit in both a W9 and a 389. I asked her what she felt more comfortable driving in. So because I want to make sure that she's comfortable, I'm okay with whatever. But we both ended up falling on the Pete.
Okay, yeah, that's the way to do it. Bernie Sands says, "I just subbed to his channel. I'll check it out a little more." Yeah, everybody click that link. Thanks, Bernie, for
Sweet.
showing some support.
Yeah, I
We
focus
like to
on new
support the.
drivers a lot, but I do a lot of content for everybody.
Hey, that's the best demographic as far as YouTube is the new guys coming in. They're the ones that need the most.
I don't worry about analytics. I don't worry about none of the. I'm not trying to be YouTube famous. I'm out here trying to help people. I like
Yeah,
interacting with YouTube. It's like a hobby of mine. So I got a drone. The fancy camera and the microphone. I try to make good quality content, and I'm not worried about YouTube algorithms and all this other stuff. I hear a lot about that on other channels, and just, I'm gonna take you shooting. I'm gonna take you off roading. I'm gonna take you boating, and I'm gonna take you trucking. And most of the time I'm trucking, so that's where it's gonna be.
yeah,
And coming up pretty soon, it's gonna be a nice view from behind the 389. So
right. Yeah, I've got a plan with YouTube. I want to become super rich off of YouTube, and then I'm going to fold that back into trucking. I want to start a series where I go around and I go to all these trucking companies, and I go through their orientation with
yeah,
hidden cameras
yep.
and shit, and just
I thought
ask
about doing that
the
30 days at every company, and that'd be like the
uh
greatest
huh
video, dude.
yeah
It'd be like a million plus views. 30
I'm
days
gonna
at every
I'm gonna
company. This
ask
is my experience.
I'm gonna ask the most embarrassing questions. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go to the mega carriers and be like, "What about that lawsuit you settled about 3 weeks ago? How'd that? What happened there? You know, just
You
bring
got
up things they don't want to talk about. You
yeah,
know?
poke my trainer series. Poke. What? You can do so much with it. Yeah, that's a dream. You have much free time and you wanted to mess around with some people. I would definitely recommend you do that. You win
Yeah.
that lottery. You're gonna need to go silent for a couple more years and come back to us with some good stuff.
Oh no, I was talking about that today. If I win the lottery, I'm gonna double my money because I'm gonna start a reality show that would literally be the best reality. Everyone would have to watch it.
Yeah,
The
I'd
first
watch it.
episode,
I caught up a little bit.
the first episode, I'm gonna hire a guy to eat part of my food. That way, I know if anybody's poisoning me.
I thought you were talking about the drunk driving thing, and that was great on its own.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, that's happening. If I ever get any money, I'm gonna buy about 50 acres out in the woods, and I'm gonna have like a resort.
I could
And
see
it's
that
gonna,
flipping through the channel and just seeing that. I'd be like staring
yeah,
up at this, just like dumbfounded. Like I gotta see this. That'd capture me.
yeah, yeah. No, I've been in this truck a long time, man. I got a lot of ideas.
I would if I won, I'd reinvest in people. I'd put people to work. I'd pay them good.
Right.
That's what I'd
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna hire a guy to eat part of my food to see if somebody's trying to poison me. You know, that's a starting a job day one right there. Oh, man.
I've got people
But
follow you around
yeah.
with some palm trees, dude. Like, getting a little hot.
Oh, man. Get me a guy like Tattoo off of that Fantasy Island, just to follow me around. Tell me when the plane goes over.
There you go. Get your own island. Call it Survivor. Cyber. Like, put your own little spin on it. Can you survive Cash Island?
Oh, man. Let's see here. Let me get through a few comments. Ace says, I'll say, wait, where am I at? DIY Semi, what's up? Oh, man, this thing jumped on me as soon as I went to read that. DIY Semi in the house says, what's up, Robert Burns? Not much. What's up, DIY? Gary Bates says, Cash, am I now a cashier? Yeah, anybody that's a fan of the channel is a cashier. Uh, and would like to know if the guest Nevada will allow me to buy some land close to Sparks.
You want to know if I would let you?
Yeah,
Dude, you can
yeah.
buy land wherever you want, bro. I'd buy it in the middle of the state, away from everybody. Over by Eli, that's where I'd probably buy land. If you
Okay,
like the snow and stuff. If you don't like the snow, I'd go south, out in Pahrump.
okay. It's good to know. Good to know. What about all these things I see on the internet where it's like you can buy land for like $5,000 for like an acre or less than that? It's like 5 acres for 5,000 out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, sometimes they're out in the
You
middle
see
where
that out
like
there?
old. Yeah, it's old planned communities. I see that in Arizona, and then like out in Pahrump, they do
Okay.
the same thing, but it's in like planned communities, so you have to go with the planned
Okay.
community guidelines. Sometimes it's just land, but
Yeah.
everyone's unique. But a lot of planned communities where you have to like develop developer style house or whatever, and like HOAs.
Okay.
Kind of what they're
Yeah. No,
leaning to.
I'm out on HOA. But
Yeah,
I didn't know if you knew anything about that. I don't get out there much. I got a buddy that lives in Las Vegas, but um, yeah, since I moved out of San Diego, I don't go out west very often.
I couldn't live anywhere else west of the Rockies. I've been to New York for a year. I've been to South Carolina for a year. South Carolina was pretty cool. I like that southern charm. But the bugs and the humidity in the summer, you're dying for about 3 months.
You need to try Minnesota, my friend. Are you
No,
a
I don't
fan of
do
an eighth
snow.
month? Are you a
Put me in
fan
a
of an
desert,
eighth
bro.
month? Oh, man. If you're a fan of an 8 month winter, then Minnesota's the place for you.
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, we got huge mosquitoes in the summer. I mean, what's not to love?
I got a desert.
Uh,
Walk around in t-shirts and shorts and flip-flops in the middle of the night, and the only thing that's
yeah.
gonna kill you is a little tiny spider and a snake. And as long as you get somewhere, you'll be all right. But that's all you got to worry
Right.
about in the desert. One spider and one snake, and that's it. Everything else is gonna hurt.
Yeah. All right. Robert Burns says I'm just recovering from a long week in day cab land. Okay, enjoying the day cabs.
I've been there.
Yeah, yeah. I used to do Cisco Foods. I don't mind a day cab. Let's see. Yeah, RN says FTB scares me. Alexandra says, I've never lived that far west. Goodness, the West Coast is a no-no. Yeah, I mean, depends on your situation. You know, I didn't have to work the year I lived in San Diego. I took a year off and just, put my feet in the sand and, enjoy life for a year. So, yeah, it's a good situation when you got it like that. And if you got to work out there, the cost of living stupid. You make $20 an hour and rent's $2,000 a month. It's a rough go, but um, yeah, depends on the situation. Gary Bates says, does Nevada have any water underground?
I'm going to answer that.
I don't know. You're the resident Nevadian here, so
Absolutely, and I think there's water underground in every part of the world. Just so you know, there, buddy.
right.
And a little fun fact: Vegas actually started out as a watering hole for the trains. So a little bit of history
Okay.
there. You know, when you live somewhere for long enough, you kind of learn the little history. But yes,
Right.
there's plenty of wells. Um, Depending on where you're at, though, they're starting to crack down. They don't want people taking up all the groundwater because levels are getting so low. Y'all see
Yeah.
Lake Mead out there with the big old white thing, and that's used to be the watermark.
Yeah.
So they want you on city water. Everybody keeps
Yeah, I
moving from
think
California. We're not going to have a lake anymore, which sucks because I took
right.
my boat out not too long ago and I was like, hey, look, a fish. Went up to it. Oh, that's a rock. Fuck.
Oh man.
Hey, they put a buoy on that thing. Somebody called BLM.
Really? Yeah, they're gonna have to take some of those pipes that they pipe in the water into LA with and turn them back to Nevada.
Yeah, well, it sucks because they got their water rights. Like California's got enough water rights.
Right. See, yeah, I think there's underground water about anywhere if you're willing to drill a well deep enough. Um, you'll eventually hit
Yeah,
water if you try.
it might
Um,
cost you $100 million at some places, but there's still gonna be water there.
right. Yeah, in Tennessee, there's a lot of sulfur water, man. You don't want that. That is some stinky water right there.
Stink. Probably don't taste so good either.
No, no. A lot of people drill wells hit sulfur though. It's just there's so much sulfur underground. Rodney Crouch says, "Hey Cash, how's everything? We're doing good. We're checking out Nevada Trucking and Trails here. Coming in to join us. Everybody get his channel. I got a link in there. Let me see here. I can drop that again. Make sure that's floating through the chat. Everybody check him out. Give him a shout out. Go over there and give him a big thumbs up and a smiley face and a comment. That way he knows you're from here. Let's see. Rodney says, I'm not doing so good. A girl broadsided me in Tampa, Florida, so Landstar is terminating my contract on Monday. I have
Sounds
a
like a
lawyer
story.
going. Yeah, that's a little. Why are they terminating your contract? Um,
Yeah.
terminate. I have a lawyer going to fight it. I'm thinking of just getting my own authority. Yeah, yeah. Do you know of any good 80/20 companies? I know of some 80/20 companies. I don't know, like, I can't stand for them. I wouldn't, like, tell you, I've never personally worked for them. Um, check out Southern Carriers in Tennessee. I have worked with them. I have been leased on there. That was an okay company. I left the Southeast, and that's kind of their domain is the Southeast. But legit company, paid me on time, every dollar I ever earned, paid me back for anything I bought for them. Kept me moving. They got the thing now where you can dispatch yourself. When I worked there, they dispatched me, but I checked out Southern Carriers. They might be able to help you.
Yeah. Get your own authority,
Um,
man. Go for it. Run Amazon. Do
yeah,
something. Don't give up. And
yeah, yeah,
buy a dash
exactly.
camera. That way that won't happen again.
Yeah, well, if she broadsided him, a dash cam may not have caught it.
Well,
Like,
I don't know. I'm looking at these. I don't know, Halo Eye or Falcon Eye. A couple different companies out there. You can put them on your mirrors. You know,
yeah,
and get 360 degree. So looking at investing in something like that, cover me from all lengths. Because I keep getting these
right,
guys that like to ride the zipper and come into my lane and going across the country. You see it a lot. So
yeah. Yeah, no, I got a camera that I mount that looks right out of my driver's side window, and you can see my mirror in it.
that's
And
smart.
dude, you would not believe the people that I get on their phone. like recorded on that. Like, you know what I mean? It's all day. Like half the truck drivers are sitting there with their phone in their hand, just
Yep.
doing this number
It's
right here, going down the road.
you got your foot up right here, phone's right
Yeah,
here, and they're driving.
yeah. Got your flip flops off. Got them, pterodactyl claws flapping in the wind, and yeah,
Yeah, in the summertime, I'm part of that flip flop crew. Wintertime, it's all about the boots.
yeah.
Summertime comes around, I've been waiting for it, and I'm out here and I'm relaxed. So I ain't on the flip flop hating bandwagon. We're only crossing the truck stop. It's not like I'm walking through a construction zone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care what people wear. I don't wear flip flops because of what happens in these truck stop parking lots. Like I'm not trying to get my feet into that. I had a guy tell me the other day that ain't lemonade you're stepping in, and I was like, yeah, it's true. Uh, let's
I guess
see
that's
here.
a valid point there.
Yeah, it's dude, the things I've seen in the last 6 months of like it's so accelerated. The crap I've seen.
I'll tell you the
Like,
craziest thing that I've seen. This just happened to me. I was out in Utah. Okay, this was maybe a couple months ago. And I walk into the bathroom. I just started my shift. Wife's getting ready to go to bed. I'll go in, I'll brush my teeth, do my stuff, get my coffee for the day and whatnot. I walk in and I look in the bathroom, and it's one where you turn right and it has the stalls right there. And all I see is this ass staring at me. I'm like, someone getting a blowjob in the bathroom at freaking 6 in the morning? I'm like, that's weird. Or is this like, so I kind of like, go do my thing, go to the bathroom. I come out. As I come out, still there, just laying there butt naked. So I open the door because I'm like, this might be a medical emergency. A driver might be passed out. And at this time, I'm thinking it's just some, you know, some dude that's passed out there. I open it up. It's a girl, pants all the way down, toilet's filled up. She's passed out, not homeless or anything, because in front of her, her phone and car keys, and she's sitting there. And I'm looking at the guy that's brushing his teeth, and he's like, "Is he all right?" And I'm like, it's a girl. This is a she. I was like, go get somebody from front and help me get, because she's not responding. I'm like, ma'am, this is not the place that you want to be butt naked like this. I'm like, you do not want to be like
wow.
this. And she was on some sort of drug, I think like a downer, obviously like heroin. But she was so out of it, and that's the craziest thing I've seen in the truck stop in a long time. That tops my list, probably always will. But
Right. Yeah,
they
that's
were
pretty
able to get
crazy.
her up, and they were calling her an ambulance, and they were able to walk. Like when I was checking out with my drink and coffee and stuff, she walked behind me. I was like, "Oh, there she is. Good. She's walking around. She didn't die."
Yeah, man, you just never know. You just never know. It's crazy. Um, yeah, the parking lot thing. The other day, I seen the grossest thing. Well, I don't know if it's the grossest thing I've ever seen, but it was pretty gross. Three kitchen trash bags, like 13-gallon trash bags, about half full with crap. Three of them in one parking spot.
It was a pooper
So,
scooper. Some little teenager dropping off his loot.
oh man, I was
that
like,
was my teenage entrepreneurial mind, trying to be a pooper scooper.
yeah, they got those in Minneapolis. They got little people that come around and pick up your dog crap for you.
Yeah, then I was a little kid just walking around the neighborhood. I'm like, damn, someone capitalized on it. They got signs and phone numbers and stuff. Like, man,
Yeah.
put me out of business and stuff. The Walmart of pooper scoopers.
Let's see. Ace says pro tips are always appreciated. Yeah, I try to work in some more of those. It's whenever I think of them. Let's see. Rodney says Landstar is accusing me of running a red light, or I guess we'll see. I guess that's the cops or whatever. They are accusing me of running a red light, no dash cam. I was cited. She was told, hopefully I'm not screwed. Yeah, that's a bummer, man. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Good
take
luck,
that
man.
that
Yeah.
officer's word. So I mean, you're gonna have to provide some sort of proof, subpoena the cameras if there are cameras on there or something. Do what you got to
Yeah.
do to try and get evidence to prove your innocence.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe see if any of the local businesses have cameras that, point in that direction or anything. Like you're in a position where you got to go all in at this point because
Now, if you ran the red light, man, you might just want to crawl back in that hole though and not say nothing and just take it because you don't want to give any evidence to the other side. That's just going to be used
that's
against
true.
you.
That's true. Yeah, that's a bummer, man. I say dash cam for everybody. I'm surprised Landstar doesn't require you guys to have a dash cam. Yeah, that's surprising. Here where I'm at, you got to have a dash cam. They don't care what kind, as long as it records 6 hours. It's got to be able to record 6 hours for their.
I
Uh,
recommend the Garmin. I've gone through a lot of dash cameras. If you're going to go out there and you just pick something off the shelf, they're sold at truck stops. I've had this Garmin for over a year. It's not frozen on me. It goes into sleep mode. It's got a nice little magnet mount, so it mounts real good. Don't mount it on your windshield. Mount it somewhere where, in case you got to replace your windshield, you ain't losing your magnet and stuff. But yeah, definitely a Garmin, 60 wide, 40 wide. It doesn't matter. Those dash cameras are bulletproof.
yeah,
160
I've
bucks,
got
something
the
around that. Better
I've
price
got
at
the
Best Buy than truck stops, of course.
okay, yeah, yeah. Any electronics, I never buy electronics at a truck stop.
Unless you use
They're
your
stupid.
points. If you use your points, then it's
Eh,
kind of cheaper. But yeah,
I use my points for I use
other
my
things.
points for food. That way, like I buy my other things that way I can write them off.
I do
And
Petros and TAs, and you get that food credit. That basically feeds me. But I get to share. Me and my wife, we don't eat a lot, so we'll share a meal.
right,
You get $14 off. I get something to get a free meal every day.
okay.
So their new point system is pretty on point.
Yeah, yeah. Dash cam up, man. Always. Rodney says, "Yeah, I'm really depressed." Yeah, man, hang in there, Rodney. You'll get it.
Yep.
I mean,
Just
like
just
then
like
you can be
relationships, you get depressed, and then something new comes along, and it's shiny and pretty, and you want to polish her up, but
yeah.
it just life goes on, dude. You one day you weren't always a truck driver, and you were doing something cool before you got into trucking. So, and this kind of the direction your life took. Don't let it hold you down, man. Move on to bigger, better things. Maybe you'll be built a spaceship in a couple of years. Who knows?
Right, yeah, and one issue like that won't put you out of trucking. It might set you back a little bit, but
Even if it puts you out of
um,
trucking, there's still gonna be bigger, brighter things out there, dude. Life is all about the journey. Knowing the destination is good, but don't let the road hold you back, man.
Alexandra says I got stuck in a blizzard in West Iowa. Yeah, it sounds like they got some bad weather going out there. iHeart says check businesses near the wreck. Maybe you'll find. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Let's see. Dang, this thing jumps every time I go to read that. Yeah, get witnesses. Let's see, Rodney. Yeah, unfortunately, it was on a highway, no businesses around. If there was a truck driver as a witness, he said no way I could have stopped or avoided hitting her. Uh, I heart crypto versus thank God for your witnesses. Yeah, Rodney, at least you got something going for you, man. It beats nothing. Dennis says there's a difference between an auto shift and Allison automatic. One has a clutch, the other one has a torque converter like a car. Okay.
Yeah.
RN says FTB is California's version of the IRS. Yeah, I don't want no part of that. Gus says they got the big aqueducts over there. Yeah, that's how they do it. Let's see. iHeart says, imagine
That's
finding
right.
a yeah. Imagine finding a flip flop at a fuel island. You can hunt for the owner like Cinderella. Yeah, hey, those two flip flops, those sandals, man, that was at the Freightliner dealership the other day, just sitting in the parking lot, two sandals. And I'm like, did he get abducted? Like, what happened here? Like, did somebody pull up in a van and just grab a driver, or did a spaceship come down and get him? Like, just two sandals sitting there as pretty as you please. Like, I'm like, what the hell went on here? Just
I don't know.
I'm
I
like,
go to some shippers sometimes, and I pull my boots out real quick, and I just jump up on the step and put my sandals there, and then throw my boots on and go in and check in. Maybe that's how we forgot them. I don't know.
I don't know.
And
They were just
people
there,
don't
man.
throw their trash away either, too. So they're probably just like, here, somebody out here might like these, and just drop them in the middle of the
Yeah,
parking lot.
these will suit somebody well. They probably leveled up and got some Gucci flip flops, and those were just some generic flip flops. So they probably left them for the next guy.
Gucci finally came in on that back order.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Rodney says the light was yellow when I went through it. She comes flying out from the right at about 35. I think she ran her light. I have a lawyer. Yeah. Yeah, if she was already doing 35, she probably didn't stop on that. She probably She probably just, swung it and hoped for the best. And damn it, there you were, Rod. Just there you were, and not just minding your own business, doing your thing, and yeah, man, that's a bummer. Alexandra says I'm okay. I eat $20 to myself twice a day. Dang, that's expensive. It's expensive, Alexandra. We gotta get you a Foreman grill in that truck or something. Like $20 a day. That's retirement money. Um, Nutmeg Donkey says your face when you're reading this kind, like Tucker Carlson looking at the bulldog. Okay, I'll take your word for that. I don't know what that means. So,
That's just funny.
Alexandra says Blues game is on. I'm going to jump. Yeah, I think I'm out of here as well. I appreciate you coming in, Nevada Trucking and Trails.
Always,
We
man. I
did
watch
about
your
an hour
stuff.
here.
Keep making videos,
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, keep doing your
appreciate
own
you.
thing, man. I watch your videos. I like that video on the extended warranty because I hear a lot of information. People tell me, oh, don't get an extended warranty because they won't honor it, this and that, and this and that. So it's kind of good to see a different view, and that's what I
Yeah,
think me and you are out here doing, is just trying to bring a multiple of information and then help other
yeah,
people to determine what they should do when they find themselves in a similar situation. So
yeah. That's what I brought up at the beginning of the live too. A lot of people just said, "Oh, they're bad," and I replied to them, like, "Well, why? Like, because your cousin told you they're bad, or because like I don't like when people just say something's good or bad. They explain why it's good or why it's bad. That's how you help people, you know.
yeah, throwing out a blank statement
And
without any facts.
right,
I
that
want to
doesn't
look
help.
at you and I'm gonna be like, okay, okay. I still
Yeah,
haven't made up my mind on it because you haven't given me a reason to make up my mind. So,
right.
like I
Yeah,
said,
no,
that's all I hear from people too. And after you hear it over and over again, it starts to solidify. Then you come up with an
yeah,
opportunity to get it. Oh, all of a sudden you didn't get it. Then what happens 2 weeks later? You needed it, and you kind of
yeah,
put yourself in a sticky situation because you didn't think about it properly.
yeah.
So,
This truck had I bought it at about 412,000 miles. It had 500,000 miles of factory warranty. And as soon as I got it, I took it to the Detroit shop, had them go through it, find anything they could find to replace under that factory warranty. And they found a few little minor things. I don't know. They did about $1,500 worth of work. Um, but that was all it needed. It's all it needed. So I was a little anxious when the 500 ran out on the factory, but I'd already bought when I bought it. I bought the extended up to 750. Uh, when I bought the truck, I went ahead and extended it out with the aftermarket. And yeah, I mean, $8,000 is a big chunk of money to put out on a warranty, but at the same time, my last Freightliner was a 2014, and I spent over $8,000 in 1 month on that after system on that truck, that after treatment system. So
and anybody out there who's looking at warranties, just remember that's not going to cover everything. This brand new T680 picked it up the lot with 40 miles on it. Took it on its first
yep,
trip out to New Orleans. Got to New Orleans. We took a mail load out there, really light. Picked up a heavy gross load getting out of there. On our way out, we didn't even make it to the pilot out of New Orleans, and fan came apart. Took out the radiator, and about $3,000 tow. And that's not under warranty. And then we were
right,
down for 5 days, and that's first load. So you guys come out
yep,
here, don't expect a warranty to protect everything. You need to have some money put aside
right,
for when stuff like that happens. And that was a valuable lesson
yep,
for me. And I think everyone should just understand that a warranty isn't a guarantee. Like, I mean, obviously my truck, 500,000 miles on the motor, 500,000 on the DPF system. I got all the warranties because when stuff does happen, you want it covered, but you're still having to cover the
yep,
tow. It might be some labor, there might be some uncovered stuff that's not covered by the warranty. You're gonna have to just do it while it's there. Otherwise, it's gonna cost you
yep.
3 times as much to do it later. And you
Yeah,
guys got to keep your trucks in good order. Don't be trying to fool around with these DOT because that's gonna get you some trouble.
right. Yeah, that's you can get some insurance, some towing insurance now for trucks. Typically through your insurance provider. I don't know if it's worth it or
They
not, but
they also got rental plans where you can get a rental truck straight from the
yeah,
dealer.
yeah,
Like You can go to Penske and have some sort of coverage like that as well. I ran Penske trucks. This isn't a Penske truck, but just so you know, Penske rental program, they don't take care of them trucks. They're going to give it to you dirty, broken seat belts, AC ain't going to work. Nightmare story is going to be a Snickers on the bed, and you're not sure if it's a Snickers, probably a little fart turd or something like that. But
Right.
I think from a dealership, they'd have a little bit more pride in the type of vehicles they're sending out. So
Yeah,
as a team,
for
it might make
sure.
sense. We're probably not going to do it. Probably just put ourselves up in a hotel. But
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you gotta get your cost, benefit to cost out of it. It's a
your
lot of that.
ROI. That's why I'm not
Yeah,
specing an APU because my ROI, me not idling every night, is there's no return on my investment. So
yeah. I would recommend a bunk heater, but if you're running colder climates, I guess if you're out there where it's warmer, it may not be that big of an issue. But
that's one
like
thing that I'm
in
kind of contemplating. Like I spec mine without it because in this truck and working for this company for 3 years, I've used my bunk heater one time, and it's not an expensive option, but I didn't spec it with it because I was trying to save a little bit of money. But I always figured if I was in the type of place, I would just call a cab or something, come pick me up, take me to a hotel on the side of the road. But
right,
I was on a lonely road the other day, and I was sitting, man, like it's snowing, we broke down, or we went off that cliff and nobody saw us for a couple of days. That bunk heater might come in handy, so that might be
yeah,
something that I'll have to throw in there afterwards.
yeah. They're not too expensive. There's a couple people on YouTube's got some decent tutorials on how to install them. Um, and somebody was in here the other day talking about they were ordering them from China off of eBay for like $300, and they said they were great. So I don't know. Maybe that's one of those things. Like if you don't use it a lot, maybe maybe instead of spending 1,200 on one, you spend 300 on one like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
it's good for
oh,
emergencies, but
right,
when you're planning on making money and you're not planning on sitting on the side of the road, or in a truck stop,
right.
because obviously most people idle when it's your pocket though. Are you going to? For me, I'm going to, but I look at
Right.
my ROI on it. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm big on not idling as much as possible. Um, I'll take the bunk heater. Mine will keep it warm in here until about, yeah, depending on the wind, but about 0 degrees is when I start like, yeah, it's time to idle. But yeah, it'll keep it warm and toasty in here down to about,
oh, those
15.
they
Then
work. They work.
yeah,
They'll
yeah.
bleach you out. Hey, listen, man,
But
I'm gonna get off here and let you close out. I
all right,
heard you
man.
say inviting anybody on. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna hop on here. Never done it before, and
Yeah, I'm glad you
see
did,
what you're
man.
up
I'm
to.
glad you did.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll keep watching your videos, and maybe I'll do this again sometime. I have to
Yeah, everybody
take you on a
check him out.
little live walk around my 389. Maybe once I
There
hit
you
that
go.
thousand mark, I can do my own lives here.
There we
I'm
go.
a
We'll
small
get you
channel.
there, man.
I like my little renegade batch of 300 subs.
300 of your closest friends, man. There's his link again, guys. Check him out. Nevada Trucking and Trails. Appreciate you coming in, man.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You too. Bye. All right. That was cool. That was cool getting to meet another YouTuber. Uh, there we go. Running teams. Let's see. Let me finish this up here. Let me run through a few comments. We'll see what everybody's. Yeah, I got to get to bed. It's already 8 o'clock. Man, oh man, time flies when you're having fun. Been doing this for an hour and 18 minutes. Rodney Crutches, thanks for your encouraging words. I really appreciate it. I'm out. I'll either have my own authority or work with another carrier. Love the channel. Horns up. Yeah, man. The only 80/20 I could really recommend would be Southern carriers. That's the only one I've ever worked with. Um, and I didn't do like a load board thing with them. I just ran they got a lot of in-house freight, like carrier air conditioners, Amazon, stuff like that. I did that. Mostly just Laredo to Tennessee was my main thing. But check them out. They're pretty good. If you want to do reefer, check out Colt Key. It's Koktee, I believe is how that's spelled. I always mess that up. Or maybe it's Kotke. They're out of Buffalo Lake, Minnesota. They seem like a pretty good company. I talk to their drivers occasionally. Gary Bates, okay. Gamer X says I ran a pooper scooper business in Atlanta. Nice. 50,000 a year after expenses, 25 hours a week. Yeah, man, you know that's a good key to business is doing things that people don't want to do. I had a business in property management that did the same thing. We did the jobs nobody else wanted to do, and my God, did I make a lot of money doing that. Yeah, unbelievable money. I mean, you would need to put 4 or 5 trucks on the road to make, and they'd have to be real good money makers to make that kind of money. But guys, I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out with me. Thanks for stopping by. Until later, take care of each other.